This is me. See this? Okay? I mean, oh goodness. I'll give you the full 360, okay? Yep. Take a look. Take a nice look at it. Yep. This is me. No hair. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I just needed a fresh start, if I'm being completely honest. You guys probably have seen the thumbnail and the title, and you're probably thinking, what in the heck is going on? Matt's hair is gone. And you guys have not seen me like this. I think the last time I cut my hair, I think it was back in Purcell. I think it was like after Purcell Farms or something. I went back to Kansas for a little bit, and I cut my hair, and it was pretty short, but it was not this short. I still had a lot of hair compared to this. So this is the shortest it's ever been, I think. So I don't even know where to go from this. You guys have probably seen a montage of some of my favorite clips, and some of those were sent in by some of you guys. Thank you for that, anybody who sent me some stuff. And of course, if you guys want to drop in the comments, what are some of your favorite Matt long-haired moments? You know, let me know. That's awesome. I don't know if I'm going to plan on growing this out at all. I don't know if I'm going to just keep what I got going right now, keep it kind of short, let it grow out a little bit more, and then just keep it at a shorter length. It feels fantastic. It feels really good to have short hair and not having to deal with the long hair anymore. It does get annoying. Essentially in this video, what I'm doing is I'm just kind of going through some Q&A stuff, really. I got my laptop on the community post, and I got my phone for some Instagram stuff that you guys have sent in some questions you may have about my short hair or about Good or about myself or, you know, me and Maddie, how we met, whatever that might be. So I will try and answer that. My hair is gone. And I don't know what this means for humanity, really. Obviously, you guys saw my favorite clip. I made a hole-in-one with my long hair. That was about as long as it's been. Might have grown a couple more inches since then, but I will try and be planning. Shut your mouth. I will plan on trying to make. I will try and make a hole-in-one with my short hair as well. We're just going to kind of run through some of this. Obviously, where I'm in Utah for the holidays, so I haven't really been able to film any golf videos. It's been kind of cold, so I figured I'd throw this up because a lot of you guys probably don't follow my Instagram, which you should. Bing, bang, right there. Go follow that for the latest updates. They got the updates first, and of course, Snapchat as well. Bing, bang. So go check out both of those. We're going to start on some of the YouTube comments. I will read your names out as well as a shout-out to you. Okay? First one, Walker McLam. Will y'all be doing a video with Rick Shields or Peter Finch at any moment? Would love to see a YouTube Ryder Cup. We have actually talked about doing something like that. There was something on Instagram that was posted about, you know, the Europeans. You know, there's obviously Rick Shields, Peter Finch. There's a lot of them out there, so that could be a lot of fun. So I for sure want to see that in the works. YouTube Ryder Cup kind of thing. Caden Schneider, when is the gang going back to Purcell Farms? I think Micah was actually just there, and he didn't tell any of us. I didn't even know he was going to Purcell Farms, so Micah. But yeah, the Good gang would definitely love to go back to Purcell Farms. Obviously, Martin and Parker, you guys, you're insane. You're animals. Love you guys. That was one heck of an experience. For sure, we'll try to go back out to Purcell Farms. It would be a lot of fun. Oh, this is a really cool one. I think I hearted this one. Josh Lowell, I think is how you say your name. Have you given any thought to the fact that Good is increasing the popularity of the game? I found myself getting back into golf after 8 years off because of the energy and entertainment you guys bring to the game. That is something that we definitely have talked in the podcast a lot. I know Garrett kind of talked about, he was in one of Colin's vlogs, and he kind of got emotional about the whole Good, you know, the whole Good aroma that we've kind of created now. Our only mission in Good is providing tons of free entertainment for you guys, providing lessons for you guys, because like everybody in Good has been in the position where they were not provided that, right? They had to get coaches, they had to get teachers that they all had to pay. Like for me especially, I had to pay for it. I had to pay a ton of lessons. My parents, of course, helped me out a ton with that. They paid for my clubs, and I really didn't have any sense of how to play the game for cheap. Any lessons besides, you know, people that I would look for and pay for. We're just trying to change the dynamic of the game as far as like Good should be this essential place where you can go, you can watch free, fun entertainment. You can see that golf is not just you wear a suit and a tie, for crying out loud, these polos and pants and a belt and hat forward, and you got to go to a country club and you got to play in 4.5 hours or you get kicked off. We're just trying to show you guys that you can go have fun with this sport, right? It's not a sport, no. We're just trying to show you guys that you can have fun with golf, and it doesn't have to be this super serious sport. You can go to thrift stores, buy clubs for cheap, you can fix them up, and you can play golf for cheap. That's kind of like our whole goal, is to just try to change the game in a way. Not like take away from the traditions that golf has, but try to make it a little different for you guys to show that it's not just this one thing, right? So I do feel like Good is increasing the popularity of the game in that sense that golf is not just a sport where you got to go to a country club and you got to do this. You can go with a bunch of buddies. You can find a public golf course for cheap. You can play. You can have fun. There's a lot of good public golf courses out there that are not crusty, rusty buckets. So I do feel like as a good unit that we are doing really, really well with that. So I'm just glad to see where it's at right now, and I'd love to see the support on Good. So thank you guys so much for that. And thank you for getting back into the game, Josh. That's awesome. I've seen a lot of DMs and a lot of comments about people getting back into the game or starting YouTube channels because of us. That means so much to us. You guys don't even understand. It does hit a little different. You know, you guys are absolutely insane, and it does mean the world to us. So thank you so much. Steve Berger, is that ham or cheese? Hamburger, cheeseburger? Did you all envision the Good brand growing this big? Parentheses, own clothing ball line, golf balls, etc. When you all first began this business, what were your expectations when you started this? I think our big goal for Good, all of us, we said that we wanted to be the biggest thing like we wanted to be the biggest golf influencing brand, YouTubers, like whatever you want to call it, out there. Because, you know, why have a dream and then limit yourself on that dream? Why shoot for the stars when you stop at the sky? You know what I'm saying? Why have this goal up here, but then you only envision yourself getting here? No. Crash the ceiling, right? If you have a dream and you want something to happen, you gotta envision big. And that was everybody's mentality, was we wanted to be the biggest thing. Good. I wanted that. I know Garrett, Steve, Mike, all of us wanted that to be the biggest golf brand ever. And so, of course, you know, we started with the YouTube. That's kind of our bread and butter. We started with that, and then we started moving slowly into the apparel, polos, hats, shorts, belts. We're gonna start developing some crazy cool golf shoes. We had some really cool meeting about some potential golf slippers. I mean, that was our definite goal in the beginning, was we wanted to shoot for the stars, and I think everybody in Good is trying to do that the best they can. We maybe thought it wasn't going to be as big as it did. I think that's a fair assumption to say. I don't think all of us got into this business and said, you know what, this is going to be pretty easy. It's going to be a walk in the park. No, it took a lot of work, a lot of meetings trying to develop these clothes and these balls. And I mean, I just tested some of the new Good golf balls you guys see. Thank you for the love on that video. That's like our 4th or 5th ball. We're in development of trying to get some new gloves, and that's going to take a long time. So we definitely didn't think this was going to be an easy road. You know what I'm saying? So we did definitely envision ourselves being the best, but we didn't see that happening in the first month. You know what I'm saying? The first couple of months were rough. You know, it was very tough, you know? So I'm just glad that we're here now. So for sure, thank you, Steve. What a great question that was. Oh, Noah Clifton. This is a great question. How has being a member of Good impacted the way you play and view the game of golf? That's a great question, Noah. I think being a member of Good, and I guess just being a member of the YouTube Golf Society, has impacted my game tremendously. I mean, coming from a high school golfer to a college golfer and then to a YouTube golfer is complete. Those could not be further apart. You know what I'm saying? College golfer, you got specific things you got to cater to. You got to practice a certain amount of time. You got to put in a certain amount of hours. You got to dedicate a ton of time. You know what I'm saying? You got to sacrifice a couple of things, potentially schooling, potentially other sports you want to play if you really want to be good at that specific sport, right? Jumping into the YouTube golf game, you know, when I first met Garrett and we started crushing out the YouTube stuff, I was very surprised at how much more laid back it is. It's not serious. The one thing that maybe stayed the same or potentially got, you know, rose, competition. Competition was huge. I mean, obviously you guys know about the me and Steve beef, and I hope you guys know that was not fake beef. That there were lots of real moments in that beef. You know, so the competition was I may even say it got bigger. You know what I'm saying? It definitely changed my outview and my outlook on what the game of golf is. I kind of went from being the super serious cat to having to do this, having to train specific times, got to do specific drills to, like, dude, go out there and play some golf and have some fun. Now, obviously, it's different for me because I'm trying to entertain more than I'm trying to play good golf. Obviously, I made a hole-in-one on par 4. It has definitely changed my outview on golf. And I think it's for the better, too. Golf is no longer the super serious sport. It's a sport where I can have fun. Like, I can really not care so much about what I shoot, you know, focus so much on the specifics. It's more of like, I got all my buddies with me, you know, Garrett, Micah, Steve, Bubby, Colin, Max, Chase, Grant now. I mean, just being with those guys is so much more, like, even if I suck, I have the worst day ever, a part of me is still like, man, I'm so glad I get to be here with you guys. I'm so glad I just get to have fun and I don't have to focus. I'm not going to be criticized for how bad I play because we've all had those moments and we've all got to share those moments together. But we've also got to share the really good moments together, the hole-in-ones, the chipping from Garrett, the chipping from Bubby in the same day. You know, Micah's chipping at Purcell Farms, one of the videos I showed you when he won. Like, those moments, that just, oh, it's so much better that I've gotten to experience that than, you know, maybe going to a college tournament and you chip in from 130 yards and it's just like, yeah, that's... And having to be like super serious like you've done it before. No, when I make a hole-in-one on a par 4, gosh darn it, I want to celebrate it. I want to be able to celebrate it. And I'm so glad I got to be with my friends and I got to celebrate that. I make a hole-in-one and there's no cameras and there's nothing. It's just a regular college tournament. I'm just going to get up there and be like, oh my gosh, I made it. That's cool. I went from shooting a 96 to a 93. Christopher Sipple. So, Matt, we all know about the hole out on the par 4. Again, congratulations, thank you. But do you think that it was harder? Do you think it was harder than the par 3 hole-in-one? Oh, you must be talking about Waters Creek. 1,000% harder, I'd say. Oh, wait, no, I see what you're trying to say because it took me 70 shots to make that on the par 3, but it only took me 1 to make it on the par 4. But what you got to understand is it technically took me 22 years to make a hole-in-one, an actual hole-in-one, right? The hole-in-one on the par 4, I guess... technically it wasn't harder because I just went up there and I made it first try, but the par 3 took me 70 tries. So I can see that, but I would still say the hole-in-one on the par 4 is harder because I could do that for the rest of my life and never make it, but the 71-yard chip in I'm going to eventually make. So, good question though. That's kind of a mind twist. Wyatt Gallagher said, how big do you think Good will become? I think it has tons of potential. I want to buy clubs eventually, and actually we are planning on doing clubs and balls and manufacturing, all that sort of stuff. So I think we're going to try and take it to the moon. You can ask any of the boys, but I'm pretty sure that's where they want to go. So just get it as big as we possibly can. Trexel77 said, have you ever made a hole-in-one on a par 4? I have. Like zoinks. Joel Wood said, I like the new haircut. What did you do to your hair exactly? Again, I cut it. I guess I kind of wanted to change in a way too. You know, people say that when you do things like this, I've been growing my hair out for almost 2 years. You know, that's a long time. So, you know, I just kind of got it cut and I can kind of feel a little more fresh and you know, so I just kind of wanted a little bit of a change, but I was kind of really hating the long hair. It was starting to get really annoying. Zane Weaver, what is your dream course to play with Good / and on your own? Oh my goodness. A dream course with Good and myself actually go hand in hand. I would love to play Dubai. I know that the PGA Tour's had, I think, a lot of events out there, the Dubai course, so I would love to play Dubai. I've always wanted to go to Dubai and play. Well, obviously, one of my other favorites that I wanted to do was Hawaii, and I did that, and I shot one of my best scores ever, so I've kind of completed that one. I would love Good to go to Hawaii as well, but also I'd love to play international golf, like go somewhere, anywhere, like Paris. I'd love to go to Scotland. I know Garrett's been to Scotland. You know, play the St. Andrews course. I'd love Good to try to go international as well. So, great question there, Zane. Oh, Sam Mezeridilla. Do you guys ever hit plateaus in progress? How do you get through them? Sam, we do. We do hit lots of plateaus. A lot of us go through a lot of different swing changes. Obviously, Grant has helped me a lot with mine. I haven't really gone through any swing changes recently. I've kind of been playing pretty solid, pretty decent, For me, it just comes down to wedges and short game. If I get that dialed in, I'm going to be the best golfer in Good. I just need to figure it out. I don't know. If I practice more, I would be up there, but I don't know. I've kind of got my mind set on a bunch of different things. So, but yeah, we do hit lots of plateaus. I know Tig hit a plateau hard, and he was playing some really bad golf, and obviously he was going through a swing change in that moment. So, you know, there's lots of plateaus the guys hit. I know Steve's gone through a bunch of swing changes. But, you know, God bless his heart. He is putting in some hard work. That man is absolutely legendary. Definitely the most improved out of Good by far. Anybody in Good will say that. I mean, it's insane to go from soccer to golf in a year and be good. I mean, he's insane. He's got a different kind of mentality. So, yeah, I know I've hit some plateaus. Purcell, I was playing some really solid golf. After Purcell, I started pooping the sack. I don't know what happened. And then I kind of went through a couple of different things, got it figured out. So, we hit lots of plateaus. How you work through them is, you know, once you adopt a new swing, you just gotta hit it hard. You really got to slap it hard. So you can't give up on it either. You know, you got to go to the range. You got to practice a lot. That's the only way you can get through them, really. So Andy Hayakis, what is the end goal for Good, and what is everyone's personal goal as golfers? Obviously, Tig is trying to go pro, but what about the rest of you? I'm not quite sure about Garrett. I think Garrett is potentially he's just riding the YouTube train right now. He's still trying to figure out what he wants to do with life after all this. I feel like Steve's going to become a professional farmer, and he's just going to own 23 ranches. You know, obviously his big goal is ending the horse track. He wants to have his own golf course. I think he wants that to try to be 18 holes. That'd be a huge goal. Most of you guys know I'm trying to be an actor. That's kind of like my goal. Yeah, that's kind of why I act like a goober on camera. I'm just trying to bring a different level of golf, which a lot of people hate, and I don't really know why. I'm just trying to be a little different. You know, sometimes you got to be different, and the people that hate on you, I started to realize, you know, that's part of it. You gotta be hated. You know, once you're being hated, you're doing the right thing. So that's good news there, I guess. But yeah, I'm trying to be an actor. Obviously, I'm trying to make it to Hollywood. That would be huge. Potentially starting like my own, you know, maybe I want to be a director potentially too. I could see myself being a director, not only just being in it, but directing a movie as well. And not the director where I have to direct and be a part of the movie. Okay, freaking, you know who you are. I want to try to write some movies. I just want to be I want to be more than just an actor too. Like I want to direct stuff, write stuff, you know, write screenplays, you know, maybe try to create my own Broadway musical. I've actually had a couple of ideas. I've written down a couple ideas for some potential musicals in the future, potential plays. I want to just kind of encompass that whole thing. I know obviously Colin, I've talked to him a bunch. He loves videography and film. He loves to do that. And I think he wants to, me and him are in the works of potentially making a movie. So I know he wants he could be a great director. He loves working with cameras. I think Max wants to potentially go in that direction too. I haven't really talked to him enough about that. Andy Felix said, why is Micah such a farty pants? I don't know. He always craps a load when we're playing golf in the middle of people's backswings. It'll be like, and then people just like, what the? Man, he's got to fix that. Lori Gunter, what is your favorite second sport? What is your second favorite sport? Basketball. Definitely basketball. I played in high school. I really like basketball, for sure. Sam Oosby, if you had to bring another person into the good, who would it be? Who would I bring into good? I don't see the reason to bring anybody in. We have a great group of guys. Everybody brings a completely different dynamic to the game of golf. They've all personally helped me so much kind of get into the game of golf a little better. They've all taught me so many different things. And I don't think I would want to trade the group for anything, man. I don't think I would. And I wouldn't want to add anybody. I really wouldn't. I like the group that we've got. I think we all have a fantastic dynamic together. So that's kind of my take there. But yeah, I love them all. Clayton Whitfield, how does YouTube compare to a normal job? Well, I can tell you because I've worked lots of normal jobs. Well, I guess not lots, but I've worked at McDonald's for about 4.5 years. A lot of people don't know that. Kansas is off the turnpike. Shout out my boy Bill. I had a job there. I also worked at Olive Garden for a little bit. Here's the thing. There's perks to both. Okay? A lot of people are thinking, oh, what's the perk to working a 9 to 5, Matt? Well, there's lots of perks. There's lots of different stresses that come on both jobs. They come hard. As far as working in the food industry, it's pretty simple. You know, my boss is like, listen, you've got Monday through Saturday this week. You're going to work 2 to 10. And if you want some overtime, let me know. But it was very simple. It was very here. Boss, I can't come in today. Sorry, I'm sick. Okay, perfect. We'll take a sick day. Can you text a couple people, see if they can come in and fill for you? Like, those are kind of the stresses that I had to worry about. And with YouTube, the mental stress is absolutely insane. A lot of people don't know that, but I was not guaranteed the money that I've gotten in YouTube at all. I wouldn't say it's hit or miss, but it kind of is. You know, I could still be doing YouTube right now and I could only have 20,000 subscribers. I could have 5,000 subscribers. I could have no subscribers. That's how YouTube is. There's no guarantee with YouTube. You don't get guaranteed a paycheck. You don't get guaranteed subscribers. You don't get guaranteed anything in YouTube. It's hard work. That's how you get guaranteed. If you have a passion, golf, arts and crafts, you want to develop a studio, you want to develop a house, you want to show people that you're an architect, you want to build trampolines, whatever your job, whatever your passion is, you got to do it. And you're not going to be liked. I hate to say it. You're not going to be liked. I was definitely not liked. You guys hated me. Man. You guys did. You guys did not like me. And I had to keep my head up. I had to keep my head high. Starting with Garrett, being in the first couple of YouTube videos with him, it was very tough. And you know, obviously Garrett was like, dude, don't read the comments. They're not going to be it's not going to be worth your time. But unfortunately I did. I read all the comments and I've screenshotted a lot of them. And I don't know why I did that, but you know, that's part of the job. You're going to get hated. Obviously I think I got hated a lot more than I thought I was going to be hated, but you know, you guys did not like this high energy guy. So the stress of trying to deal with that, it was tough. It was definitely, so having to deal with all that, having to deal with the fact that, you know, if I get sick and I'm out for a couple of months, I'm out a lot of money. And, you know, the YouTube algorithm goes down. Lots of things happen. You know, you might not ever get back into the YouTube algorithm. You have to constantly be thinking about ideas. You got to constantly be thinking about how to change the channel so the fans can consistently like you. And it's a tough job, and I have to deal with those sorts of things if I want to continue to move on. So that's kind of all I'll talk about there. Let's see. Let's start at the bottom. Junebug1236. Who do you think the worst golfer in Good is? If I'm being completely honest, we've all been the worst golfer in Good at some point. Brigus Lewis 00. Are you the one that made a hole in one on the par 4? Yes, I am. That's about 70% of the comments. Jonas GOHR. How old are you? I'm 22. Brady Cruz 08. What's it like being Steve's son? It's fantastic. He's a great father. Ethan Walzer. Bench/squat/deadlift PRs. My bench PR, I actually hit 285, which is fantastic. My squat PR is 455. I hit that with my boy Cameron. We got to get working out together, brother. 455, that's a pretty big squat for a guy who was about 178. So deadlift PR, obviously 495. Can't even say I hit 500 yet. What a pansy I am. The good news is I'm past the 1,000 club, which is also pretty cool. So there's that. But obviously this is mainly about why did I cut my hair, and obviously a little bit of a Q&A, but I just cut my hair because I wanted a little bit of a change. And obviously you guys have not seen me, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I know it's probably pretty boring, but you guys probably learned a little bit about me, hopefully. Thank you guys again. You fans are absolutely insane. I've said it once, I'll say it again. You guys, you're the fuel to the fire, man. You know, we create the content, but you guys love it. I love my boys. You know, my boys are everything, man. My boys are everything to me. They mean a lot more than they think they do. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, hopefully you guys have had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Christmas is coming up soon, and I've got a big surprise for you guys around Christmas time. So it'll be a fun video. Thank you guys so much. Peace out.